All right. Good evening, everyone. Good afternoon, I should say. It's 4:54. I just wanted to start the stream out a little bit early and just kind of get everything started a bit, just to basically get things going. Nothing much is pretty much going on besides just a bit more work, a bit more just keeping up with clients, contacting people who are interested in better coverage, and just in general making sure that everything is just going perfectly. Yeah, it's just kind of like sitting around today and just make sure things running. We were doing a webinar today at about 6:30. The main thing I was planning to do was to just invite a ton of people over online and just to bring them over from social media networks and just to be able to share a bit of information, knowledge, some of the stuff that's just out there, It's just been kind of tough because there's been some storms recently that have taken down a ton of access to internet, electricity, what have you. So I just don't really want to really post too much out there unless we're able to get just a pretty good feel for the audience that we can share to. But hopefully everyone will just be available, just kind of check us out and see what's going on with our agency rather than trying to just break in through the front door. We're always able to. No, I could do screen share. Okay, good. I've been working on just a couple things mainly. One of them is just to keep our website and our app very upfront and available to be used by our network and everyone that we're contacting. I'm basically going to be sending out emails, text, a lot of social media links just to make sure that we're able to kind of reach out to people. I was hoping to send a subscription list out to everyone so that you can subscribe to the website. And we could also just kind of keep you in the loop with some of the developments we're working on. It's been a good year so far, and we definitely want to keep that going. All right, just looking around here, and here's something that we've always really, 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 really wanted to get over to everyone's hands. Basically, just being able to quote your own insurance with an independent agency at the helm of the access. We have dozens of companies, but the issue is we have to be honest, I want to make a page online just to kind of show off what we have, what's available, and just to kind of let you guys know we're definitely out there for you. Um, I'm thinking about just kind of like always adding new things to our site, which makes sure that things are fresh and accessible. Okay, here it is. We have our consumer insurance quoting link. All right. This is a good way to quote your insurance coverage with our agency online by yourself using our app. Just kind of like any way that you're able to get out there to, you know, get there. So here's just kind of like a quick rundown of it. I just picked out just a zip code of auto, home, condo, dwelling, fire, renters, flood, earthquake. We have specialty coverage lines for jewelry, motorcycle, watercraft, and umbrella, which covers mostly everything that's above your current limits. For example, if your home would be, covered up to a maximum of $500,000 or maybe a million occurrences and everything there, you could actually get just a bit more. And that will be coming in the form of umbrella coverage. It will cover your home, your business, anything that would just kind of affect your, um, yes, your assets, so that in case you were sued or you need extra coverage, it's available for you. This is something great for business owners, commercial real estate investors, basically all real estate investors, because you have homeowners coverage where if anything would happen to the tenant, you may be found liable for it. Same thing for condo coverage, dwelling fires, just accidents around the home, and just even auto accidents or just misdirection where you're getting caught. So here's the thing: we're going to start off with just auto. Just basically just do a quick quote. And this is a very simple system to use from us. It's provided by Bolt Access, which provides our agency a ton of access to the open markets. And what we can do is just start out with just a name. Yeah. Okay, I can put, you know what? I want to put my address right in here and get this started. And you know what? Probably a lot more dangerous than what I'm doing. Y'all gonna be sitting here trying to figure out ways to hack me. And either way, I got coverage. So basically, it just kind of goes through system like this, finish everything up, and you can add your operators, add the vehicles, auto coverage details, incident details, policy info, and that's pretty much it. It's something that could really help you out a lot. Oh yeah, you go to review and purchase. You're able to actually kind of like check out what's available first. You get a ton of different options, and you could actually review it there. This only takes roughly about a few minutes. And if you already have your information saved in your PC, like your first name, last name, stuff like that, it's pretty much there. Take a moment. It's something that's really cool and something I'd like to. Oh, I'll put name Randall. Oh, there we go. So we get for a little bit of rush. So let's see, what else do we have available for us? We do have a few things available from Next Insurance where you quote your commercial coverage. Something that I really like because you guys are able to actually see what's going on there. If I could find it. Okay, here it is. Now I like Next Insurance because they made it so simple for everyone to be able to pretty much. Mhm. Just look at Next Insurance where we could look at a very easy way to quote. All right, here we go. Search profession. Let's say you're an accountant. State is Texas. Email address. I'm going to put just none at none.com. Non.com. Hopefully it'll take it in. Continue with original on there. It wouldn't really matter. Oh, okay. All good. just stopping their own spam. So I just put Randall JH. Just smile. Okay. Oh, all right. This is get you covered. Hopefully it's not logging me in. Oh, accounted insurance. Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, it is. No, it is not. General liability from 250 per year, 300, 205. It depends on what you're looking for, but it's roughly about I would say most people are inside of a business and an office, so mostly you need a general liability and errors and omissions. So we're looking at starting off at about $500 per year. So that's kind of like $45 a month for insuring your business. That's kind of like just cost of doing business. Notice that if you're a good accountant and you're able to work in Houston, Texas for a significant amount of time, it's just how it works. You wouldn't be able to kind of survive inside of the industry. And so just still, yeah. Hmm. Couple little things just to share. Let's stop sharing and let's come back to this pretty much myself. And let's look at a few videos. We have quite a few that are. Mhm. It's kind of like you want to keep a playlist of stuff going. All right, we do need to actually upload. Let's share this out. It'd be great to kind of get some of these out. To be honest, I share my videos here and there.
Driver assistance systems, or ADAS, impact your insurance rates? That's the question we'll delve into today. Think of ADAS as a suite of features designed to enhance your driving departure warnings that alert you when your vehicle unintentionally drifts out of the lane. Then there's adaptive cruise control, which maintains a safe following distance from the car in front by automatically adjusting your steers. Act as a second set of eyes and hands, helping drivers act quicker than humans in critical situations, providing an extra layer of protection during emergencies. And then there's the improved awareness. Systems like blind spot monitoring apps that waive the first accident on your record if your car is equipped with specific ADAS features. At J. Randall Insurance, we understand the value of new car technology and its potential impact on your insurance costs. Our team of experienced agents can review your carriers to find a policy that specifically rewards vehicles equipped with technology. Conclusion: ADAS is not just about making your drive safe.
Next week, basically, we're going to be setting up networking events online for anyone that's actually following us and on our events. What we're trying to do is just get all the local Texas businesses available who are interested in just sharing about 2 to 5 minutes, just inside of a little bit of just a little spiel of basically about your business and just be able to let us know, what you're playing. Good people that we could trust as partners, and definitely just a good track record of staying in contact with clients to provide some of the best policies available. We just really need to get ourselves, just a bit more out there with just the community a little bit more. We were also hiring a few agents and We understand that it's
No, I really have to say that time, possibly about an insurance agent. Just before we go a little bit further, just basically owning your own business, you have to be the lead marketer. You have to kind of understand how marketing goes, that you have to stay on top of it and on top of the task of making sure that your business is available for other people to freely access. Sometimes you can be open during the day. Sometimes you're open all 24/7. Technically, we're an agency. I'm just happy to go ahead and help anyone out just any way possible. You don't necessarily need to call or contact us, just over the phone. I would say if you do, great. We love to talk. But if you like to kind of send a message, kindly send one in. We will definitely answer to it. Get the info that we need just to give you the best quotes and just present them to you so that your business could have the best options available provided by our agency. We just strive to give you the best coverage for the lowest price and give you the best options that are just there. Sometimes we have to kind of work with you just on the possibility of just looking at, well, here's the best example. What do we say we have to work with you is maybe I wouldn't be able to find a coverage option available like within the next day or two. Give us about a week or two. We're gonna search around and we'll just say, give us a moment. Sometimes our carriers need a bit of moment to reach their, um, I guess, their underwriting team and their underwriting staff to find the good actuarial values that are available for your business and give you a good offer based on that. Um, it's just sometimes there are better options that are available. Like they could be having a preference on businesses known as the appetite and businesses in particular zip codes so that you would actually experience a bit more competition for a lower price and better coverage. You could receive sometimes double the amount of coverage available or being offered at a lower price from some companies that are offering, for example, business owners policy could actually have a better package deal presented to your company if you're looking at it as an entrepreneur. If you're searching for homeowners insurance, you would definitely be able to get some of the best packages available, even if you combine or if you're able to just find the best company that's available in the lowest price that covers your home, has a good track record of sending over good adjusters to verify that you could get your um, payment for any damages done to your home or anything that could arise from just a claim from homeowners. The same with auto insurance would apply with just searching for the best companies that are able to take your driving record in, your available or your current credit limits or credit scores. They even have some that are kind of a bit more, I guess, on the scale. I think it's from 1 to 10 or 1 to 7. I think it was something like they would actually scale you on a whether if you're a good driver, a good payee, to whether if you're need a bit help or just like this person needs some sort of special line coverage for their auto because they would purchase insurance. They would find another company in 2 or 3 months and they would switch. They wouldn't pay the full amount. There would be an accidents. There'll be claims against them. Just in general, claims will, they will actually increase your premium, mostly if it's your fault or not, because there has been an incident. And just the fact that there is an incident, whether if it was yours your faults or theirs is kind of like it's not really an argument on the fact that you would have a bit more of an increase. It will be more of a argument of how much exactly you would be paying, because it's not something that you could avoid once you've actually had a claim or you've had an accident. It means that something happened, there was an incident, and you're a bit more, I would say, prone to accidents, because sometimes two people or two parties are actually responsible for the accident, but there will be one person that will be more responsible than the other. Like a good example, just not looking when you're driving, and just having someone just kind of run into you while they were kind of taking an illegal turn or doing something where they would have to prove that they may have been at fault and should not have been in that area. It's something that it just kind of happens. Um, it's something that just happens just as an agency. I mean, just as a driver. You live inside of a big city. More people are bound to pretty much hit your vehicle or cause claims, cause damages. Sometimes there's people that even just drive in front of you and just kind of like, I don't care whether or not who you think you are, whatever it is. I'm just gonna just drive in front of you and just jam the brakes, mess with you a certain type of way, or they may not just be, fully aware. They could be on the phone and just distracted. And that's something that people really need to really be a bit more aware of, is just the distractions that we cause towards each other on the road. They cause accidents and they affect us all. Number one, with our health. Number two is just increased cost of just living. And moving on from that, we have health insurance coverage. Auto insurance is really something that's near and dear because everyone pays it just to get from point A to point B safely and legally covered. Um, but basically, you really would be looking towards health insurance if you would be in the position of an entrepreneur. You're starting your own business and you may want to have your own coverage. You may have the option to search for better coverage with your current company if it's being offered. So you may be able to opt out and find something that could be a bit more personalized for you, that may offer more limits or more options that are available. It's just so many options. We have to kind of look at your situation with what you have available for you and what you have that can become a boon for you. Like, let's just say you have the opportunity to get better coverage. That's a boon. Not looking at it from the standpoint of being an agent, but just looking at it like we should be able to kind of help you get to better places. It looks like I got a ton of pop-ups just like in 10 seconds. I mean, from just me clicking stuff as usual. All right, there's a live streaming channel there. And but for health insurance, I would say that also includes dental, vision, major medical. This is the stuff that you would actually need covered. When people say major medical, they usually refer to just the hospital visits, the doctor coverage, the co-pays that are there, just the preventative care things. But to be honest, whenever you're young and you're healthy, let's look at getting your options for preventative care and just checking the prices that would be available for you, and just having us being able to help you manage your options that are present to you just for the area. Everything kind of goes for, just by the zip code on what your risk categories would be, because there are tables out there that are just kind of set up as a way to guide all the premium pricing and mostly just the risk categories that can be accepted into the companies. Because at one point, you just cannot take so many high risk, or it may be an option to sometimes take in some high risk to give them offers just to basically, get a good deal for a good company that may have a good agency that could stand up for them. I've actually done this before where we would just kind of type in a few things and mention a bit more in the history and just add more to it for the underwriting staff. And they would actually just take a look at everything and just consider it. Usually it helps a lot. There's someone that's going to say, I'm going to work a bit more on keeping these people who are applying for commercial coverage, who are building bombs inside of their garage. We want to make sure that they're at least safe with their bomb making ventures. Um, you never know what they would want. um, but from then on, we're just always looking for options, just to give you dental and vision too, which is something that I would have to say the ACA has options too, but for major medical. But I would say let's actually look at that. If you're making, below a certain threshold, you should not be paying full price for a health coverage, just in my opinion, because there's so much that's available for us as an advanced nation that there should be some sort of way to mitigate the cost of being able to live a longer life. And I think that just preventative care is one of the better options that were placed at the forefront of their whole health insurance. Um, I guess revise. I hear a ton of people that are always kind of like, oh well, it was a big debacle. It was this and that. And I'm just going to say you probably weren't inside of the industry, so you don't know what you're talking about. And just let the professionals stick to it. What you just have to do is just say that it was a little bit of a mess, but it wasn't as big as it could be. We could be looking at worse outcomes from COVID. You could have so many people that have been in the hospital who were not insured and did not have adequate information to make a decision about getting their coverage for themselves and their family members. Example given, loved ones, your wife, your husband, the kids. If they get sick, you could actually face financial ruin because you'll end up with a $90,000 to $100,000 bill on a Tuesday just because you did not have coverage. The hospital is a place of healing. It costs just to be in good health, and we need to be mature enough to understand that good health is not freely given, and you have to work for it and earn it. Starts off with just exercising and keeping your values above the influences of certain substances that can not only increase your premium or decrease the options for your life insurance policies. You may have the option to actually get out of the premium model that you're labeled in, just if you're a drug addict or something like that. And I'm just going to be honest, if you're a drug addict and you're trying to get life insurance, your priorities are probably out of whack. You needed to just do something for yourself a little bit more and just look at brighter days rather than a brighter stem. Things that are, not supposed to be in your blood, or not supposed to be in blood for a good reason. That's it. So it's kind of like almost no excuse. But that's my soapbox. You see the behavior come out later on too in them. The best thing to do also for, I would say, just even if you're a real estate investor, kind of skipping around here, but just health insurance, real estate investors, that's really two industries that are kind of like dear to us too, because people are searching for the best options for their homes and to cover their homes, or if they would pass it along to their tenants and just say, hey, you buy the insurance and you cover it for, renter's insurance and I'll get the dwelling coverage for fire, or I just get the whole homeowner's coverage for anything there, and I'll just add it in towards the lease. And all you would have to do for any type of claims is basically I'd have the coverage. I could give you a certificate of it, or I could make basically something that you could just kind of have for yourself, especially if it's like renter's coverage. But it depends on your situation, on what you're really trying to do. So basically, I just say as long as you and the tenant and the property are covered, you're good. There are just so many ways to look at it, because what if you're doing short-term rentals? What if you're doing long-term? Or if you're doing something more of maybe just a corporate lease for some of your employees. I get all the inquiries. We're actually just out there just trying to make the biggest difference that we can. The best thing after that, I could say, it would be just try to look for at least covering it for the replacement costs of rebuilding the home, because if it goes up in flames and the company considers it to be a total loss, they're going to look at the cost to repair it, not the cost to repair, but the cost to rebuild, plus the cost to remove the rubble that's there, and also house you and put you back to a whole as according to their agreement with the company. You would always want to get just enough to where it could cover it all. You would have the limits there for housing or a place for temporary housing for you. Let's just say inside of or you or your clients, let's say in a fire or a flood. You would also have spaces there that can actually, not space, but I guess limits and coverage options that are there to help you find your, I guess, actually repair your home, or maybe just get some of the things and that you have listed there, like for our specialty lines. If you lose you have a collection of antique firearms, and you lose that, you would like to get, at least a certificate for each one that says, this is worth X amount of money. It's either here for repair or repair to, they could repair it, they could replace it. It's just up to you, or what's available or the options for it. You could lose jewelry. That's what I always say. If you get something pretty expensive, like I would say just a floater for all your jewelry, just kind of add it all up a little bit and just say, what if somebody robbed you one day, or if you lose something, which is really it, you lose it, or if it's a robbery and it's like it's messed up, well, if it covers the loss of the jewelry without robbery, you're good. If it doesn't, you're kind of like, well, no, it should have the warranty. It just depends on what's available from companies. Not all the same. Some will say, certain amounts can cost up to loss, certain amounts for theft. Plus, you always will need a police report. So that's not something you could just kind of skirt around. It's basically you're basically living on the edge. If you're just saying, hey, I'm going to go out and buy $10,000 worth of like gold teeth and go spit them out over the ocean, go give them to some fish. We'll see Aquaman. But yeah, we were just planning on just having the live chat, the events, roughly in about an hour or so. What was the plan was to mainly, number one, is fill in that fish tank behind me with a ton of fish and make it look a lot better. But it's kind of like, that's something going to happen a little bit later. Probably like later on this week. I have a lot of decorations just to make this office look a bit more for itself and its owners and its intent, which is to educate and inform, and also house opportunities for financial growth and savings opportunities with your coverage. We just help you find the best policies available. But I was really serious about trying to get ahead, a better office, keep growing. Also, even today, I have to admit, I was looking at different lots, different, not lots, but retail space. It's something that is going to be within our plans, is to basically get a well, we have an office here, but mostly a full line office that's inside of a retail space that you could just drive into. It'll be a lot easier just to kind of meet us here, but it's something that I'd really prefer to have a main office here for wealth development meetings, anything like that for anyone that could be in the area, and something that could be further on down the line, just a retail space so that we could reach you, out in the street. It'd just be a lot easier rather than just trying to, get you to come up all the way into the office, or we could just keep doing live streams and stuff. But to be honest, it's not much of an issue. We just need to keep things moving on. So yeah, I'd like to thank everyone that kind of joined us on the live view. Right now, we're going to try to set up the others, invite some more people over to our next one, and just get some things going on. All right. Thank you. Have a good evening. See you guys in about an hour.